Welcome back to another episode of ERP for engineering, procurement, and construction, where we explore real world stories of operational transformation in the infrastructure and construction sectors. Well, today's episode is not about theories, but it is about practical problem solving. We are talking about a Noida-based road construction company that streamlined its purchase inventory and vendor billing operations, and the game changer, a quick and a modular Odoo ERP deployment that didn't break their budget or timelines. Let's break down what happened and how they pulled it off. Well, construction isn't just about cement, aggregates, and asphalt. It's about logistics. If your procurement is slow, your stock isn't updated, or your vendor bills don't reconcile, you're in trouble. That was the exact situation for this road construction contractor in Noida, NCR. Here's what they were facing. They had manual purchase processes where they were purchasing or making the purchase requests over phone calls, missed approvals, and late purchase orders. They had inventory blind spots as they had no real-time visibility of stock at project sites, leading to frequent material shortages or over-ordering. They also had vendor payment delays wherein invoices weren't matching with purchase orders or goods received notes. This led to disputes and strained vendor relationships. And remember, in construction, delays cost money and reputation. Now, the client didn't want a bulky ERP that would take months to implement. They needed a focused, quick solution for just three areas that were purchase management, inventory control, vendor billing, and reconciliation. And they wanted it done within 6 weeks, not 6 months. So what did the team implement? Basically, a modular Odoo ERP rollout that covered only the critical workflows. Let's break it down. They chose purchase management module because it allowed them to have automated PR to PO cycles, vendor quotations, and approval workflows, now mobile friendly for field engineers as well. They also chose inventory management module that helped them with the real-time stock tracking, site-wise stock logs, and automated reordering for materials like aggregates, bitumen, and spare parts. They also chose vendor billing module because it had three-way invoicing matching, PO to goods received to vendor invoice, plus GST compliance baked right into the system. And all of this was done without custom heavy development, keeping costs and timelines under control. Well, they had some execution challenges, and of course, no digital transformation is there without challenges. Here's what came up. There was resistance to change because field teams were used to pen and paper. Hands-on training was essential for them. Data cleanup was also one of the hurdles that came up because the vendor list and the historical data were messy. The team had to clean that up before migration. Apart from that, there was internet connectivity issues at the sites because some of the remote project sites had unstable internet, so sync protocols were used for offline scenarios. But with a practical approach, these challenges were addressed without slowing down the rollout. Now for the outcomes, the stuff that really matters. Here's what happened 3 months after go live. Well, procurement cycle time dropped by 50%, material shortage incidents reduced by 70%, vendor invoice disputes went down by 60%, approvals that took days now happen in minutes on mobile, and most importantly, the project costs are now under tighter control. This wasn't just about technology, it was about making operations smoother, faster, and less stressful. So, what can construction companies learn from this? Well, start small and solve real problems first. Don't go for the big bang ERP if you don't need to. Focus on the critical areas causing delays and cash flow issues. Adopt systems your teams will actually use, like mobile approvals, simple dashboards, real-time stock updates, and more. So, Odoo ERP worked for this client because it was modular, quick to deploy, and cost-effective. Hence, if you're in the construction business and facing similar procurement, inventory, or billing headaches, maybe it's time to think modular, just like this Noida-based contractor did. Thanks for listening to our ERP for engineering, procurement, and construction podcast. Subscribe for more real world tech stories from the construction industry. Until next time, build smarter and not harder. And if you still have any questions or queries, you can drop us an email at sales@appigen.com.